My name's Joyce Lee, and I've been coming to this chapel the 31 years that I've lived in St Giles. I'm not Cornish, but only by adoption. And this is our church hall, which has all been renovated about 10 years ago. And this is where we have our Sunday services, because the chapel takes so much heating. We have underseat heating, so part of you is warm and the other half is cold. And we also use this hall for a cinema club once a month, which brings quite a lot of people in. Ice creams at half time. We have a beautiful kitchen where we do meals on the feast days here, or special high days and holidays, and have a very good following for our homemade soups and desserts and cakes. And we have various meetings here in the week, and it's used sometimes for children's parties, so it's a great asset, and obviously is used more by the town than the actual church is. Okay. You just fold it up. What a beautiful morning. Lovely for a walk, and this is going to be a really busy day. But thank goodness we've got lovely sun. My daughter Liz, who's staying with us for a week, is actually pushing the pushchair at the moment. And Rosie sits there quite happily. She's a little bit frightened of other dogs, but when she's in her pushchair she's as high as them, so she doesn't worry too much. I think everyone thinks I'm the mad woman of St Just, but there you go, you have to do things for dogs. Film across here. Beautiful area for walking dogs. Misty this morning, a bit of a heat haze I think, even though it is November. And the panorama is beautiful. At the moment the sky merges with the sea, but on the horizon there is the sea. Second call today is at the charity shop in St Just, where I have to take some things. Very go-ahead charity shop, age concern, where they have lots of facilities, beautiful garden, very good prices for people that really need things. And you never know what you're going to find here. Lots of people put in work, all voluntary, to make it a going concern. This is the Wesley Methodist Church in St Just, built in 1833. Obviously when the town had a much larger population, which is now about 2,500 to 3,000 I believe. In 1833 it was probably nearer 20,000. All the miners, all the farm workers, all the fishermen, lots of them went to church. And this was built to hold 1,200 people, which is amazing, with a congregation now of usually about 28 to 30 on a Sunday morning. But it's a Grade 2 listed building, so nothing can be altered, and just a few struggle on to keep it going. But a beautiful church, which I'll film the inside of in a moment. I'm in the Methodist churchyard now. Perhaps not a very cheerful place to film, but a beautiful setting all round. And it's quite fascinating to see all the Cornish names. Kerno on this tombstone, and we have a lot of visitors from Australia, because we have a lot of people when they're on holiday, particularly from Australia, call into the Methodist Church because often their forebears have been married here, christened here, or whatever, because in the 1860s tens of thousands of miners went from St Just and the surrounding mines, where there were, or are supposed to be, about 1,000 actual mines around this area, a lot not charted. They went out to Australia for the gold rush, and when they come back here to look at the church and look at our register, which tells them about their forebears, they look in the churchyard and they find the same names as they have in Australia. We recently had someone from our twin town, which is Bendigo, in South Australia, and they were absolutely fascinated to see the same names here as they have in their churchyard there, and they're really very keen to pick up the bits of history that went out to Australia and what they left here. I'm up in the balcony of the Methodist Chapel, which, as you can see, is enormous. Sorry about the background noise, but the Saturday gang are working. We come about once a month to do the extra bits and clear out cupboards and things where the cleaner can't actually cope with in the time that she has here. The only time this is full is when we have male voice concerts here, which of course are very popular in Cornwall, and we did have it absolutely packed when we had 5 male voice choirs singing around the organ, and a wonderful evening. See, the ceiling's quite ornate. There's part of the Saturday gang working downstairs. I have to say that everyone's rewarded with coffee, cream cakes and scones for all their hard work. Tomorrow, Sunday the 13th, will be, of course, the day that we actually remember the dead in all the wars, and the table is decorated appropriately and the windowsill, and we will have our 2 minutes silence then. Right, this is Matilda and my friend Christine, and she drives various types of buggies. I call them carts, and she gets quite upset. We're in the stable at the moment. Matilda had a bath on Wednesday, but it's filthy, so she's being brushed before we go out for a ride. And these are the stables, and her stablemate, who is called Missy. She's having her breakfast. Come on, Missy. She's quite a new addition, and she isn't broken yet. Good girl. She's got to stay here while we go out for a ride. Lovely morning for a ride anyway. This is where I first came to live in St Just. It was called Bacian, and we ran it as a hotel for 17 years, which was a very happy time. And now we're on the track with Matilda, and we're going to go through the town and film a bit on the way, and then up onto the coast, up to the cliffs to get a good view of the coast. So here we are in some of St Just's beautiful countryside, with Matilda leading the way. Okay.
Go on.
You can have a few shots up there.
Look at you driving.
This is our local butcher's. Best meat in, well, better not say that.
In the West.
Yeah, best in the West.
You have to say probably.
No, they'll cut that out.
What's on in today then?
Cleaning.
Mm-hmm.
This is a busy centre of St just coming into, where we have enough to do all our everyday shopping.
Walk on. Morning, Eric. All right? Get on. Come on, come on. Get on. Morning.
Talking about two shops here, sell food.
Morning.
Morning.
All right.
Yes, thank you. Hello. Oh, cut, cut, cut. That was quick.
It's rather hazy at the moment, but this is called Carngloose, a real beauty spot where you can look from here. In the distance is Land's End, Sennen Cove and all the coast coming up here. Beautiful day, but unfortunately it is a little bit hazy as we scan round. This is one of the old mining chimney stacks in front, I think. It's difficult to see, the sun's... Oh yeah, I did have it, yeah, it was there. These are jotted everywhere around St Just. Matilda waiting patiently.
Right. Walk on. Oi. You'll have you on the tourist board because we're doing it too. See the sea out there? Some sea running, look.
Yeah.
It's
Take.
foggy. When it's foggy, the sea's always messed up. Come on then. Hold on. Yep. Oh.
Fair old rump on her, isn't it?
Yep. I've got to take all our weight, that has.
Yeah.
They need to have a good rump and a good chest. That's where they do all their
Yeah.
pulling and shouldering in.
This is an ancient Bronze Age burial barrow, which I believe was opened up in the 1920s. But it's amazing that it's survived here with all these stones for so long, I think. There's been loads of children playing up here and people coming to look at it. And there's no kind of fencing around or anything. In the distance is the Bristles Rocks, which looks like General de Gaulle laying on his back, they always say locally. There's quite a lot of foam around it.
There's some red kites down here.
Did you?
He's just been like kite up here. Oh right.
It's been in the car for about 2 years.
Well, that one's quite off.
I suspect it was
Well, Matilda, thank you for a lovely ride and a lovely sunny morning. That's been a lovely Saturday morning jaunt. Bye for now.